Man, man, I'm telling y'all, I've been cracking the codes. I've been cracking the codes to reality the past like 3 days. This over the weekend, bro. I've been cracking codes. I've been cracking codes to life, bro. And the most important thing is, like, bro, we need to understand. We are the ones who decides what is true. We are the ones who decides what we believe. Listen, like, my bad. Listen, do not let this go over your heads too much. Think about it. Our whole life, since we were El Nino, since we were little children, our whole life, we've been told what is true, what things is. Like, if you pay attention, I got a little nephew. He asks what things are all the time. Like, that's what he do. What's that? And then we tell him, and then he believes it. And as a kid, that's normal. You got to get some type of concept of what the hell going on, right? But look, when we get older, we keep doing that. At some point, we got to sit here and think like, okay, I was told this is what this is, but is this really what this is? Like, is this really what this is? And like, I think about that for life itself. Like, for what I'm seeing right now, is that really what it is? And I could go way deeper on that, but I don't want to lose too many people, bro, because it get a little scary. But look, I don't want to lose too many people. So look, I'm watching this shout out Soul Immortal, bro, because he connecting the dots, feel me? Like, he's talking about the same thing that I've been thinking about all weekend, and this shit keeps happening. Like, I'm thinking about something, I'm like coming up with these ideas and putting shit together, and then I see something that confirms it, and it's just like, bro, what the fuck? So I'm about to play this part of the video, and I'm gonna put it on the screen, but right now it's on my phone. But we gonna get it cracking. I'm gonna just break down what he's talking about. He's talking about the meaning of life, right? I ain't gonna play the whole video from. I'm gonna put the link to the full video in the description, but I ain't gonna play the whole video. But look,
turned into a bigger home in my early 20s, right? Military. And I still felt like, you know what? This world can continue to expand, but I'm still feeling like I missed the bus. I'm still feeling like there's a memo that was missed, brothers. And that's when I start taking it serious, man. I said, if I'm going to be on this planet, bro, if I'm going to be here, I have to find the meaning of life. And I'm going to tell you today, brothers, what the meaning of life is. The sole reason we're here. There's only one reason we're even on this planet. One reason, brothers. And that sole reason is to manipulate energy.
Hear him out. I know that sounds crazy, but hear him out.
What he said? That's what the chicks from the 318 said. Your whole purpose here, the whole reason of you existing, the whole reason of you being born into this third dimensional plane is to manipulate energy and nothing else. I mean, you can do everything you want to do, but your sole reason of being here is to manipulate energy. And this is the thing, man. You're manipulating energy whether you know it or not. Whether you want.
You're manipulating. Listen, you're manipulating energy whether you know it or not. Keep that in your mind. I'm gonna let it rock. I'm gonna let him rock.
To or not. The thing is, are you manipulating this energy for yourself, or are you manipulating energy for others? So that others can benefit from you. And I'm not sitting there talking about, oh, if you're working for somebody else, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the system that's in place. I'm talking about the propaganda. I'm talking about the information that feeds you who you are, that feeds you your reality, that feeds you your truth.
What information are you consuming that's telling you who you are? The information that you're consuming is telling you who you are. Listen, we're unaware of this. And we just accepting it. We don't have to accept what we're being told who we are. Listen, but hear him out. He gonna describe it perfectly.
If you're buying into that and you can't step back and say, you know what, I see what's going on, but let me define my own truth. If you can't do that, brother, most people are unaware that they're manipulating energy for the betterment, if that's even a word, for someone else, for some other entity, group of people, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to step away from this current reality, from this current, mind, thought, energy, man, and say, you know what, let me, I always say this, bro. I say, man must know who he is and where he's going. You can't think that. You can't even have those thoughts without separating yourself from the masses. You can't do it. That's why I say when a man wakes up every morning, he must ask himself 2 questions. He must ask himself who he is and where he's going. Because just that thought alone is going to separate you from 99.9% of people.
Think about it. If you decide who you are and what you want in life, once you have that like implanted in you firmly and you're not wavering and you're not moving from that, certain things and certain ideas you're just not going to accept. You're just not going to accept, i.e. you're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it. And what happens when you don't believe it? It's not true. It's not true. And only thing that is true is what you are believing. So if I'm the one who decides I'm rich, and you can't tell me I'm not, and as long as I'm, like he's saying, moving in that energy, moving in that direction, not allowing certain things into my consciousness, I'm going to be rich. Like, just because I'm not accepting certain beliefs, and I'm not accepting that I'm poor. I'm not hanging around poverty because I'm rich. If I'm rich, how am I gonna do that? I don't do that. But if I'm doing that, I'm telling myself that I'm not rich. It's like our environment that we're in, it's telling us who we are. What we're consuming in that moment is telling you who you are. Come on, he gonna break it down. Look.
You're gonna say, you know what? What's my mission? Who am I? Where am I going? Screw what the world says. Screw the program of graduating, going to college, doing it, get married, screw that program. If that's what I want to do, it's cool. But who am I and where am I going? And if that lines up with me, then that's how I'll move. So how does one manipulate energy, man? How does one manipulate energy? It's the word I said a second ago, man. A man must understand his truth. First, a man must just understand that his world is governed by his truth before he even manipulates it. And what I mean is this. When I say your truth, I'm talking about your beliefs. I'm talking about what you stand on. I'm talking about your faith. What you call real, what laws, your truth. In other words, if you grew up your whole life and somebody said, "Oh, because your skin looks like that," then you're limited to a certain part of society. You're limited to, you can only live in a few places. You can only get a few jobs. You can only do so many things. And to be honest, sometimes those things are said without really being said. Sometimes it's implied in your favorite movie. Sometimes it's implied in a Mickey D's commercial without you even knowing it. And you take it on, you call it your truth. Sometimes they say if you were born on this side of the tracks, then I don't care how hard you try, this is where you'll be in life, brother. And again, sometimes it's not said. Sometimes it's spoken directly to your subconscious mind by watching The Good Times growing up. You know what I'm saying? By watching Fred Sanford growing up. Sometimes by watching movies like Menace to Society and Boys in the Hood back in the days. It gave us our truth. It told us who we were, man. So then we started living our life, manipulating this world for somebody else's greater good, brother. You think as we were filling the world's prisons and filling the world's graveyards, that somebody wasn't benefiting from that? Contraire, mon frere. So a man must first identify his truth, brother. And this is the thing, man. Your truth can be whatever you want it to be. Your truth can be whatever you want it to be. That's the beauty of when I say stepping back from it. Your truth can be whatever you want it to be.
Man, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. Indirectly, you are living the truth that somebody else has created for you. When have you took the time to really just sit back and plot on life and plot, this is what I want out of life? When have you done that? If you've never done that, then this whole time you've been on this planet, you've been living the truth of somebody else. And it's like, I like the point that he spoke on about the menace to society in the different movies that's telling us who we are, because it's so true, especially for like black men, for us. We watch these movies, we see these images, we hear these lyrics, and we like just because it's coming from somebody who looks like us, we're like, yeah, that's us. That's how I'm supposed to be. That's for me. That's it. That's how I'm supposed to move. No, the person you're even saying the lyric, the person even acting in the movie, they living somebody else's truth. They operating off a script written by somebody else. I don't know who somebody else is. I ain't gonna say no names. For me, but for me, I don't know. For me, I ain't gonna get into all the theories and conspiracies. I don't know. But we thinking logical here, and it's like, bro, who is creating your reality? Because for most people, it's not them. It's not you. You're not creating your reality. You don't even know who you are. You never took the time to just understand yourself and get an idea of who you are and what you like. It's crazy. So, bruh, moral of the story, man. For me, that's all I'm gonna play for the video, because that's all I needed to hear. I watched the whole thing. For me, so I'll put the link in the description so you can go watch the whole thing. But at the end of the day, bro, what do you believe and why do you believe it? And who gave you the belief? Was it you? Was it you? Are you operating in your truth or somebody else's? Are you getting what you want out of life? Like, pay attention to what you're accepting, man. Pay attention to the people around. Pay attention to your environments. God, for me, after learning this, bro, and just putting this together, I'm in a trade right now. That's why I keep looking over there. I'm lucky. From I was up, now that bitch back down. But we go. I think it's gonna hit. But anyways, who is creating your reality? You. And at the end of the day, even if it is somebody else creating your reality, you gotta stop and think like, I'm the one accepting it. So it's not really them creating it. It's me creating it. They're just influencing what I'm creating. Bro. So this, like, it's so important that just get off social media and stop all the outside influences. Get around yourself. Get in your own energy and see what it is that you enjoy and what you like and what you want out of life. And once you figure that out, don't move, don't waver, don't accept anything else unless it's what you really want to do, man. The moral of the story is the glory. Let's get it, man. I just had to come and turn up, bro. I'll tell you, the last few days, I really been just cracking codes to the matrix, to the mind. I've been cracking codes, man. This shit is crazy, man. So if y'all rock with this video, let me know. I know I came a little different. I had to put it in the mirror, man, because I thought that would just look hard body. Man, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I'm cracking codes. That's it. That's all. For me, that's the video. Let's get it. Let's go, man.